Can you guys hear me? My live chat's loading right now. Give me a second. Hi everyone, can you guys hear me? So I am building a mold that's going to be a prototype mold for a company here in town, and this is the spoil board or fixture plate that I created for some coffee trivets that I made that this specific coffee kettle go on. So I need to remove this in order to put a fresh sheet of MDF on there so I can mill it. Can you guys hear the cat in the background? Okay. So right there, guys, after I took off that fixture plate, it's very important that you clean any fine dust and chips off your CNC bed, because if you don't and you put your new sheet of material on top and there's something in the middle, it's going to have a big raised hump in the middle, or the edge is going to be raised, so it's very important that we clean that up. I'll be right back. So I'm using my other computer to run Fusion, as it's my dedicated CAD laptop here for the shop. And Fusion 360 right now is updating, so I can't get into my file yet. So we can go ahead and prep the material. I'll be working in the background, but you'll be able to see me. Okay, so what I got here, guys, hopefully you can hear me, hopefully the quality is good. My other computer that I'm monitoring the chat is in wireless router room to get a little faster connection. I'm bringing up the chat over here as well, so I can try to monitor it here. So right now I have my MDF blank. This is 3/4 inch MDF. Very, very heavy stuff in 4x8 sheet form. Right now I'm just going to find the center point of my material because that's what I had in CAD for my origin. What I like to do, being this was just an odd number, I like to go from both ends and get that center point. And then draw that bad boy there. I'll move my gantry out of the way just so it's a little easier. So right here's my center point. Take that guy off. Now I'm going to change bits. Here's a custom CNC bit that I had made for my coffee trivets. Saves you a ton of time. Now what I'm going to use, I'm going to do a little bit of 3D carving and also profile, but I'm going to use the same bit, a 3/8 inch ball end mill, and that's going to be sufficient to do the job that I need to get done. I just have to find it. There should be. And then of course with a 3" or 3/8 inch bit, you need a 3/8 inch collet. Now it's very important when you take this collet out to spring your collet and then bang out the dust. Because if dust gets in your collet, it's not going to squeeze tight on your shank of your bit, and it could potentially wiggle loose. I have had it happen. You want to inspect the collet, and then when you put it back in, you want to put it in your collet and then spring it shut, put the collet towards your palm, and shake it. That way if that collet comes out, it's not going to fly anywhere, but you need to test it. These collets wear out every 300-400 hours, and it's good to have an extra one on hand in case they do. If you buy the higher quality CNC bits, they're going to have a little mark on it how far you need to insert it in. And when you're tightening, you don't need it super tight, but you do need it snug. Typically I get it nice and snug, and then what I do is the one hand test. Just tighten one hand. You guys still there? Okay, I think we're back in action. Can we hear me? We're back in live. Excellent. So guys, if you have any questions on either what I'm doing here, my workshop behind me, my shop, any other woodworking questions, put them in the comments, and I'll get to them as I frequently get back to the computer here. But right now I'm just putting my 3/4 inch MDF piece of material on there. I'm screwing it down in the corners for sure, and then once my other computer gets updated, I'm going to come back and I'm going to load the file, and then I'm going to find on the material where my cutting paths are not. I'll put the bit just right over the top, make a little mark with my pencil, and then that way I know I can put a screw there and not have any risk that the mill is going to hit the screw. What are you guys working on in the shop? Post in the comments past, future, and current projects. Anything interesting? I'm going to go check my other computer here. So here, guys, I am zeroing my router, my CNC on that center origin mark. I'm doing it pretty much by eye. Now typically if this was a very precise project, I'd put a very sharp V-bit in there, and then I put that V-bit right in my crosshair so I know exactly where it's at. But for this project, I've got plenty of room here on my spoil board, so it doesn't need to be super accurate. I need my other computer to get updated so I can get to Fusion and generate my G code and throw it on this computer. Would you guys like a shop update? Little shop tour? Hopefully the internet stays okay. Sorry for the shaky hands. But here is my extremely messy shop right now. It's going over some reorganization and an extremely in-depth cedar milling job. I just got done with the coffee trivets and a desk here. So here's the leftover aftermath of my fast cap, fast pipe desk at home. But let's start here. Check out all this rough sawn cedar, or not rough sawn, but cedar beams here my brother-in-law has. Doesn't seem like the internet is going to hold up tonight, guys. Just doesn't seem like it. Working on it. Working on it.